Hello, everybody. I'm hopping on to do a quick live preview of my sale coming up with Scott at the Old Curiosity Shop Monday night, February 23rd at 8 p.m. Eastern. I like to do the previews when I can. This time, it's maybe a little bit more necessary because I am on the road. You can see by my backdrop, I don't have my typical backdrop going on. I'm in a hotel room and I decided to take advantage of although it's kind of a dreary day right now, it's the natural sunlight that's coming in the window. I'm still having some eye issues. I'm being a little blinded by the window right now, so this may have been a bad idea. But I am going to use that natural light to run this preview and show the items that I'm going to be offering for the sale tomorrow night. Because I've known about this trip for months. I told Scott last month that, hey, I still want to do this sale, but I am going to be traveling. And when I packed everything up, I kind of forgot to bring anything with me. So I have been stopping at places along the way. I've done a couple of videos so far. I've got another one that I need to edit, showcasing some of the things that, some of the places that I've been. And not shown in those videos have been the items I am picking up for resale or for sale at the sale tomorrow night. So I wanted to showcase some of the items that I have. So right off the bat, I've got everything on the table right in front of me. So I'm going to show what I have. So this is a set of 4 of these milk glass sherbet cups. They've got a nice burgundy banding along the top and a gold band, and then this little gold decoration. I have a set of 4 of these. I thought these are very Scott. These are very types of stuff that he likes to carry, probably from the 20s or 30s. Great condition. There's no chips on them. Beautiful, tiny bits of wear, a little bit in the gold, but in general, they were in really good condition and definitely good enough that I wanted to pick those up. So I've got a set of 4 of those. I'll be offering that. I didn't put anything in the order that I got them, although it doesn't really matter. So I'm just grabbing them as they're on the table. This is something some of these items I need to wash up a little bit. So ignore if they're not as pristine as they could be. Hi, Joe. This is a set that if I had not known better, I would have thought was much later, but there is a sticker on here. This is a Georges Briard set of bar tools. It's lucite. So we're probably going into 70s era, maybe even getting into the 80s. Now, I'm going to be honest with this set. I'm not sure if it's all original. These 2 pieces, pretty sure, because the lucite that's in the handles is the same that is in this cool stand. And again, there is a sticker still on there showing that it's Georges Briard. But the other 2 pieces, this one, I don't even know what this is. This appears to be like a cheese knife or something. Okay, I'm going to embarrass my husband. Raj, what is this? What kitchen tool would you say this is?
I say absolutely a cheese knife that then you can poke the cheese with.
Cheese knife you can poke the cheese with. Although, what would this part be? It does kind of look like a bottle opener. So, all right. So we've got a multifunctional task, but it's got a wooden handle on it, not the lucite handle on it. So again, some of the pieces may not all be original, but the stand is what's marked, and it's still a cool piece. You also have ice tongs, which are also, they don't have any matching handle, but it's innocent enough it could match in there. I still think it's pretty cool. So I picked that up, and we shall see if we've got any takers for bar materials. Okay, yep, Joe agreed that was a bottle opener there at the end. I picked up so I kind of skipped over. I said I'm traveling. I did a little bit of a business trip and turned that into a vacation where Raj has joined me. Raj has been out of town for a while too. So we've actually descended upon Williamsburg, Virginia. So I am at Colonial Williamsburg right now, looking out in the historic district, and I'm here for their antiques forum. Came this about 3 years ago. Really enjoyed it. This is the first chance I've had to come back. This is the 78th year. Found out today it's the longest standing event of its type in the country. So I am here for Williamsburg. We're about to celebrate the 250th year of America. That also happens to be the 100th anniversary of the celebration of Williamsburg itself. So I saw this, and normally this isn't something I would have been attracted to. It just said, you know what? I am doing Americana week. I need to pick up the Americana milk glass. So this piece, I know nothing about it, but I can almost guarantee you it is a bicentennial milk glass plate. It has the flag on the top. It's got the eagles going around it. It's got the fleur-de-lis. We've got some Lafayette, Marquis de Lafayette accents going on there. It's molded with the stars even going into the back. There's no maker's name on it. I've not researched this at all. It is just perfect condition of the later era of milk glass. It does not have the ring of fire. It is 100% bicentennial. Child of the 70s. I recognize this stuff. You put flags and eagles on everything. So we're celebrating the 250th year. Let's go back to something when you celebrated the 200th year. So it's still 50 years old, even though it's a later production of milk glass. So perfect condition. Little early for everyone to be prepping their 4th of July and Memorial Day vignettes, but I picked it up. I'm in Williamsburg. I felt this was appropriate, and I'm going to have that in the sale. We've got this one. Again, I started picking up because I was specifically buying for this sale. Don't normally do that. I usually, I've just got stuff and I go through my inventory and I just pick kind of a mix of what I like to sell, what people like to buy. I'm picking up stuff that is specifically how Scott is this. We've got the little ice slip pitcher. It's a Hall. I think this one was called White Rose, if I remember right. China Rose White. I'll have to I'll see if I can pick up the name. Scott will probably know it upon sight. Really good condition. Even the silver, the platinum trim is still in really good shape. It's not flaked off, or there's no chips, there's no cracks. Still going to make sure I'm getting good quality. It's just got a great sexy shape. So little pitcher, going to have that available for the sale. We've got a McCoy, the real McCoy. Got a little bud vase. We're going to have that. We've got eras going all over the place. We've got Laurel and Hardy, a musical bank. So we've got a wooden bank, Laurel and Hardy. It does have a date on here when this one was issued. It was made in the 70s, I think. Yeah, 1978. The Dollar Savings and Trust Company. Toystalgia was the manufacturer. So, in commemoration of Laurel and Hardy. But it's still, 1978. We've still got some age going on this. And I'm hesitant to turn the music box on because it's going to be running in the background. So we'll save that as a surprise. But it is a musical money box for Laurel and Hardy. Got an L.E. Smith iridescent pink toothpick holder. We're going to include that. We've got a kind of a cool figural salt and pepper shaker with a stevedore pushing a cart with the luggage on it, and the luggage is the salt and pepper shakers. Now, what I also find interesting on this one is tip it so I don't fall off. I'm like, oh, is that something too? Does that have salt and pepper shaker on it too? It's not, because there's no place to fill that one. So I think, and I'll be interested if everyone else any other opinions. I think that's to put toothpicks. So you could put little toothpicks in there. You have a little toothpick holder, and you've got the salt and pepper shakers all on this nifty little stand. So I thought that was kind of kitschy, kind of fun. Okay, so here's where I kick myself. Hi, Denise. Thanks for joining. Junking Data Girl. Sorry, I'm missing. And oh, yes, Virginia, I love Williamsburg too. I've been a member of Williamsburg for 20 plus years ish. When we used to live out here, we visited all the time. My daughter loved it. Even when we moved back to Illinois, we still would come here on occasion. I've not been here actually since the last time I came for the symposium 3 years ago. But I still pay for my donation, pay for my membership to the society, even though I don't visit all that often. I love what they do. I love the educational aspect of it. And actually last year, for the first time, I upped my donations, and I am now a member of the Friends of the Colonial Williamsburg Collections. And so that is a little subgroup that takes the money. It is a higher requirement to be a part of that group, but it takes that money, and then that's what they use to buy additions to their collections. So kind of cool to be a part of that. So I love being here, love Williamsburg. And so again, Americana, totally perfect. Let's see. I do have some ephemera that I was listing in eBay. So I actually pulled this out of my eBay store to be listed because I'm like, oh, you know what? This might be something people are interested in. I was not familiar with this. I have not heard of the Frolic children's magazine, but it says right out there, Frolic, a magazine for children. This was a 10-cent magazine, and this is issue number 1. And it was issued in, I guess I should have looked this one up. I thought it had a year right on the top front, but it doesn't. I'm thinking this is from the 30s. Frolic, a magazine for children. It is issue number 1. Admittedly, I didn't know that when I pulled this out, but that's okay. A table of contents. It's got stories. It's got Betsy Bobbitt, the bossy calf. We've got little pictures of the bossy calf, and off ran Betsy again. The grasshopper hopped. So we got a little illustrated grasshopper jumping over the moon. I thought the cow was supposed to do that. So I think Bessie and the grasshopper have gotten confused. The cat and the mouse. There looks like there's some jingles. There's maybe some games, some poetry. Dear Little John Martiners. Ducky Daddles, a little poem in the shape of a duck. There's just some cool graphics in this, but I will do a little bit of research to see, but I would just say based on the illustrations, I'm thinking 30s, maybe 40s, maybe a little bit older. We'll see. But thought that was a fun piece of ephemera. Not everyone on Scott's channel is really into paper, but I like it. So I was going to have that one. And because it's got the children's attraction, I thought people might be interested. All right. I was really happy to find this. That's actually what I started saying. I got distracted. I have an entire box of Nippon stamped china that I was planning to sell in Scott's sale. And that's what I forgot to bring. So while I was shopping, I found another set of Nippon china. This is actually a little bit later. This one's actually marked Noritake, but it still has the M for the Murumuru brothers. So this is pre-World War II. It does say made in Japan, so it's after the 19 teens. So, you get to do all the research with it. But it's this great set. So you get the nappy dish, which you put your lemons on. You get the matching cheese dome. It's got the air hole on the top, so it's not for butter, it's for cheese. And it's got the lid with the plate on there. All of this stuff is in perfect condition. There's no chips, there's no cracks. So you get those pieces. You get the toothpick holder that matches. It's made for the Western market. You know that simply because it's stamped, but also the design. It's a more of a Western, tranquil landscape than you would see on it, something specifically for the Asian market. You do get 2 teacups and saucers. Those are kind of like, I'm throwing those in as a bonus because it's not really part of the set, but it all matches. So I don't want them. I'm going to give it to whoever buys the whole set. You get everything, and you get the bowl. So the serving pieces are really where the money's at. So it's the serving bowl, the handled nappy dish, the 2-piece cheese dome, and the toothpick holder. So all of that will be made as one lot because I don't want to separate it. I want whoever picks it up, I want them to be able to have everything that matches. So that's from probably the 20s or the 30s. So, fun there. Another item that I picked up, this was 100% because I was coming onto Scott's channel. Got to do stuff that makes Scott happy. I found a complete spice jar set, milk glass spice jar set, 30s, 40s. The labels are in a little bit rough condition, but the jars are all in great condition. There's no cracks and none of them are missing. So it's got the plastic, I don't think it's Bakelite, the plastic stand, which you can hang. It's pretty heavy to hang though. I would be really careful about hanging it or setting it up. But it has 10 of the jars in here. So I'm going to be selling that set. I need to kind of wipe that down a little bit. That was a little bit rough shape. This one I thought was fun. because I've seen the cases, the sets, but I've never seen them actually in their original presentation box. So I thought this was kind of fun. So we're going to open this up. Let me pop it out of the presentation box. Or I don't know the presentation box, the gift box that you would have originally bought it in. You've got a velvet with gold accents, gold metal accents. One of the pieces slid out of its elastic. Cuticle set, vanity set. So you've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 pieces in this vanity set. And one of them, the nail file, I think is what that one is still wrapped in its original plastic. So I don't know if this was ever used. A couple pieces might have been. So you've got the cuticle presser. All right. How am I going to do this? Got the cuticle. You guys could tell me what some of this stuff is. I think this little shovel shaped one, I think that's for cuticles. Then you've got the little scissors. You've got the tweezers. This one, I'm thinking there's no mirror in this one. So I think this is for the compact. This is for the powder. That's the one that slid out of the elastic. You've got the comb that matches. But then this is what I'm not sure of what this is. If the one with the shovel is the cuticle pusher, what's this one? It's like a little machete. So it's got kind of like the flat edge and it's got a point on the end. So it's pokey. So I don't know what that one is. Obviously it's part of the set. They're all matching pieces. And I don't know if you can see it, but there's even some chase work done on the metal. So there's really nice detail in that. The one that's still in its elastic is, I'm pretty sure, the file. Because it does feel like there's some, I can feel a little bit of the abrasion on that. And then the last piece is, I'm going to say just plastic. I don't think it's Bakelite. I have no idea what this is either. It looks like it's doubled. Maybe it's like it's a 2-for-1 of those other two pieces, because this one has the flat, which I think is the cuticle, and then that one's pointy. So that's the one that looks like you could hurt somebody with it. So I'm going to assume that this is all original, because again, that one piece isn't marked and it still has its original presentation box. But even if it's a bit of a marriage, it's still kind of fun. And I'm going to make this available for the sale. And it comes in this great velvet box. All right, what else I got? I got I took them out so you can see them. I've got a canning jar. I don't think there's a lot of age to the canning jar, because what you're buying is actually this whole set of industrial rusty crusty stuff. So you get a little box of screws. You get 2 boxes of Listo leads. You get a box of Herald square paper clips. Leather polish with its old tin. You get, this is empty, but it's a little pill tablets for stomach pills. And you get another, this is a tin case, and this one, anti-something pills, Dr. Miles, looks like it says Prophet. I don't think that's what that is. Anti-something pills. You get a little, I thought this was kind of cool. It's a little roll of adhesive plaster, but it's like this tiny little tin. It's with a little, it looks like a little soldier on the side. Thought that was kind of cool. And I think there's something behind here. Yes. And one more box of Superdex blank index tabs. So that, pain, that's what it would be. Yeah. Anti-pain pills. That makes sense. So you get all of this it's going to be in this little jar. I need to wipe down the jar because this top is kind of sticky, so it makes it hard to open. But this, believe it or not, it all fits in there. So you get that. All right. Thanks. I didn't show this. I've been picking up a lot of Asian antiques, Asian vintage, Asian art. This one, so this spoke to me. I did pick this up on the sale. I thought it, and when I saw it on the shelf, thought, ooh, that's a lacquer box. It's not a lacquer box. It's tin decorated to look like a lacquer box. So what's nice about this one is it actually has the secondary closure on the inside. So possibly for tobacco, there's no moisture measure in there, possibly for tea, but you actually have a secondary closure that traps what's inside, as well as the lid. This one's getting there's a little bit of age to it. So you've got a little bit of paint loss because it is just painted tin. So you're getting a little bit of the rusty crusty along with the beautiful gold decoration that's on there. The one thing that's missing, I think I forgot to bring it out of the car, is a set of cookbooks from the 30s. So I picked up a couple of those. I think I'll throw those into the mix. And I think with everything I've shown, I'm hovering 12 to 15 items. That's more than we typically get through in an evening. So I might have a couple extra pieces of ephemera I could make available. I'll have a backup, but that's what I wanted to show. And I promised Raj I wouldn't do this too long because we have to go to lunch. So I appreciate all of you that joined in for the live, and hope more people will join in for the replay, because this is all previewing what will be available for sale on Scott Sale Monday night. That is February 23rd, 8 p.m. Eastern on the Old Curiosity Shop channel. So make sure hopefully you can join us for that. And I will again be filming from my hotel location here in Williamsburg, and then later in the week heading back to Chicago. So appreciate you watching the preview. If you got any questions, want anything more details on anything, go ahead and put comments into the channel. I'll try to respond to those before the sale Monday night. But that's it for now. Everybody enjoy the rest of your Sunday, the rest of your weekend. And if you're on the East Coast, brace yourselves for the snow that is coming. Thanks, everybody. Talk to you later. Bye.